Hey Leute und willkommen zurück zu Danganronpa. Wir sind jetzt auch in Chapter 2 angekommen. Im letzten Part hatten wir den Strafprozess erfolgreich abgeschlossen, ohne einmal resetten zu müssen. Was ist los? Weil meine Choices resetten sich immer. Ich mache das immer auf leise und dann ist es wieder laut. Und Soundeffekte mache ich auch immer auf leise. Alles klar, ja. Jetzt gucke ich gleich nochmal nach, ob hier wieder... Warte. Ist es jetzt richtig, wie ich es haben wollte? Ja. Es ist gut. Okay. Dann los geht's. Okay, gut. Boah. Das ist laut, ey. Jesus. It's gone. Ja, die Leiche, gell. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class Moment. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. Es hat alle Leichen losgeworden, also Sayaka und Junko. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on!
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just... Decided I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
you got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better? We were already working together and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world, working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not. It's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No,
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist, yeah. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Nachtzeit. Ja.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing.
Oh.
It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
What was that about just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit, who does he think he is? And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's life of despair. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Der macht da auch noch mit.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this feel just great, being stuck inside like this? You gotta make sure to still stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Wow, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in everything? Soll da Writing stehen? Das ist ein Tippfehler? Everything agony for? So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time in my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
you guys?
It would really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want, enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But, a new world?
Maybe...
Is he talking about a way to get outside? Nee, wahrscheinlich nicht.
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey!
Whatever he meant. It seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the up at the dining hall, and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a stable food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Und das machen wir jetzt auch. Ist hier jemand drin? Yep.
What the heck?
Hey Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing, but this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
Serious?
That stuff you see lined up there. Any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. Ja, das ist glaube ich ganz gut. Macht mir doch ein Video. Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. Stimmt, ja. It would seem a path to the second floor has opened up. Meinte der das mit neuer Welt? It is also of utmost importance to double check the areas we already know about, just in case.
Without a doubt!
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself
You
sometimes.
understand?
Well, I'll leave the school to you. Natürlich lässt du das. Okay, sollen wir jetzt nach oben gehen oder sollen wir... Er hat ja gerade gesagt, wir sollen doch noch die Räume auschecken. Das heißt, das werde ich mal tun. Ja, wir können sowieso mal in den Store reingehen. Ach so, oh shit, I need to find out what Monokuma meant by a new world. Ach so, wir müssen sogar nach oben. Na dann. Also, das meint er ja wahrscheinlich mit neuer Welt. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by the new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Wieso ist das so fucking laut? Alter. Okay, gut, ich mach's mal ein bisschen lauter, aber es ist so fucking laut. Ich hab's ja vorhin schon noch fast leise. This is the girls' bathroom. If I ever took one step in there, I'd become a total creep in everyone's eyes. That'd be it for me. This is where the bathroom cleaning supplies are stored. I don't see anything useful in there. Okay. Sonst haben wir hier nix. Okay, gut, ich glaube, ich werde die Soundeffekte wieder ein bisschen lauter machen. Ja, okay, gut, ich werde die Soundeffekte, glaube ich, lauter machen als Ding. Das ist die Musik. Und hier geht es sogar noch weiter nach oben. Okay, was haben wir hier oben alles? Okay, das oben sieht aus wie eine Umkleide. Dann haben wir hier noch ein Klassenzimmer, dann, ich glaube, eine Bücherei und nochmal ein Klassenzimmer. Und ich weiß nicht, was das eine ist. Vielleicht ein Musikzimmer. Gut, gehen wir erstmal ins Klassenzimmer. Das Baby schläft, seid bitte ruhig. I know his point is, but I can't stop looking at the clock. Even if the time was wrong, I wouldn't have any way of knowing. I really don't like that. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school crest. If I break it, Monokuma might come and punish me. They're watching every single move we make.
I see.
This must be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a really close look around. Ja, gehen wir mal hier lang. That's in the library. Hier sind einige drin. It's remarkable dusty in here and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not the kind of place I want to do much reading in. I'm absolutely shocked. How come?
Nation!
They have all the books here, and not one copy of any of my works. Well, yeah, why would they have comics in the library? Plus, most fan fiction is just porn drawing by a bunch of amateurs. You just don't get it, not at all. I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile. Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
No, nothing!
Now hear this, appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before you is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius.
Here we go!
My creations are what determine my meaning and value. You're so full of it. I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? Those two really worry me. Verständlich. Looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I could really do about it. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? We shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
All we shouldn't do is leave this here, without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committing to shaping the youth, who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now, and I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting
It would
indeed.
seem...
Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I said this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But what would mean if it was closed when I got here just a few days ago? But I didn't get that sense at all. Shouldn't. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about it.
So in other words,
they must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
If it is real though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school has already closed down. That would be a nice simple solution, if it's true. But then, what about this other part? This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issue? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they would want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... Also kurz nochmal Recap, in dem Brief stand dran, dass die Schule vor einem Jahr schon geschlossen wurde, was eigentlich nicht sein kann, weil das sogar noch ein paar Tage bevor wir hier ankamen, sogar noch online gecheckt, quasi online rumgesucht hat und nichts von einer Schließung gefunden hat. Das ist ziemlich seltsam hier alles. How long am I going to be stuck here being watched by all these cameras? Oh, das gibt auch verdammt viel. I'm starting for information from the outside world. If only there was a TV that worked. The shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty. It looks like this library has been neglected for a pretty long time. Even though it's a prestigious high school, they've been pretty careless about keeping it nice. Diese Münzen, ne? But still, this library is most interesting. What's interesting about it?
stop talking.
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking out loud. There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. It looks like this library's been at least for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange. Nein, das wollte ich doch gar nicht. You must be pretty happy to have all these books here around, huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing really caught my attention so far. Indeed. There's a plethora of books, it's true, but the content seems lacking.
no, nothing.
Oh nein. Where are the comic books? Where are the young adults section? Comic books? Young adults? That stuff's a waste of time. I see what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile.
What the heck?
My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Jetzt geht's aber los. Okay Leute, wir sehen uns hier beim nächsten Mal bei Danganronpa und ciao.